Here, this one comes from the AITA subreddit as well and is titled, "Am I the astronaut for telling my husband that he has to let my dad witness his colonoscopy?" In every marriage, there comes a time where you will have one incredibly awkward situation with your father-in-law. I guess this post breaks the rules on Am I the Asshole? That's why it was on AITAH. My mother-in-law wants to be in the room when I give birth. Now it all makes sense. She is an unpleasant and pushy woman, and none of her own daughters have allowed her near them when they gave birth. My sisters-in-law are all at least 12 years older than my husband and are all done having kids. I am the last chance for my mother-in-law to see the birth of a grandchild. I have zero interest in letting that judgmental old woman see me down there. She has objected to me from the beginning because I have tattoos, and I am not in any way interested in being a stay-at-home wife. I do have a lot of tattoos and a career I plan on continuing, and I have tattoos down there that are none of her business. Oh, come on, that would be so funny though. I'd get extra ones. Just for the birthing process. Make them temporary, but just extra ones. That would be great. My husband is her baby boy. Oh, he's my baby. I sure hope we get some quotes from mother-in-law here so that Moira can make her grand entrance. He's a good husband and has stood up for me against her many times. When she tried to interfere with our wedding, he put his foot down. When she tried to convince him that we should move to his hometown where he could work from, but I would not be able to find an employer in my line of work, he said no because my career is important to me. And while we can live off of his earnings and the cost of living is lower in his hometown, our combined earnings are much better altogether. She has started crying to him that all she wants is to see a grandchild being born. All her friends have experienced it, and she wants it. He is starting to crumble under her emotional blackmail. No, you stay strong. So I made it clear that the only way I would agree was if, before the birth, my husband made arrangements for my father to witness him getting a colonoscopy. He would need a ride anyways, so 2 birds, 1 stone, you know? He said I'm being ridiculous, but I said none of my brothers would let my dad see them getting a camera shoved up their ass, and he felt left out. He finally understood my point, but his mother is upset that I used such a stupid comparison. She says that it isn't the same thing at all. I offered to change it to me watching her get a Brazilian wax, and she hasn't called in a week. I know seeing a baby being born might be her dream, but I am not interested. Am I the astronaut? Opie, your hubby doesn't get to decide who gets to be in the room. And you illustrated that beautifully here. There we go. It's petty confetti time. It was a beautiful illustration of the my body, my choice kind of approach here by saying that if you're not willing to let someone else watch you exposed down there having a medical procedure, then shut up. But also, this is why I'm saying that you don't get to decide, hubby. You don't get to decide who's going to be there. What really is great throughout all this, and what I was going to mention before, is that mother-in-law, throughout all of her begging and pleading and saying that this is my dream, all of my friends have achieved this or have had this experience, but I have not. You see, for me, it's not about the baby at all. It's not about me being there in some kind of supportive role. No. Oh, no. This is about me achieving something that my friends have that I want. Me. She's got the memes. She doesn't mention anything about wanting to be there to support the mom. She doesn't say anything about wanting to be there for the baby. It's about her. It's about something her friends have that she hasn't had, and she wants it. That's what she said. Could you say that in a more selfish way? Could you be a little bit more blatant about having the memes? Because holy shit, lady, this mom sounds like a terrible person. The problem is that Opie's hubby knows that she's a terrible person. He's had to stand up to her several times before. He's had to stand up for his wife to her several times already. But he's starting to crumble now? Absolute worst time. It's only because she's putting the pressure on heavier and heavier, and she's playing the pity card here like it's her last chance. Well, shouldn't have screwed up all the other chances, and shouldn't have screwed this one up. Again, going back to our last story, it amazes me how people can treat people like shit and then expect them to do them favors. What did you expect, Ma? Bet you wish you could go back in time and undo all that shit you did before so that you could be part of this moment. But even then, it would have to be if you were in some kind of supportive role here, which means thinking beyond yourself. And I think she's just not capable of that.